My husband wants to pump and dump me. My husband wants to explore his intimate options now that he's successful. My husband of 8 years spent his 20s and early 30s building his business. Part of the reason why he turned to being an entrepreneur was he had a tough time holding down jobs to the point having a business was the only way he could earn money. Either a supervisor was too dumb or controlling, or because my husband didn't have the degree or experience required for the jobs he could tolerate, or the hours at the jobs he had were horrible. I understand his struggles for all those reasons, and when we started dating 14 years ago, I was the primary breadwinner simply by nature of the fact that I had a steady source of employment. My husband told me that I was only the second serious girlfriend he ever had. He did have a few hookups here and there before we met, but mostly with women much older than him who never went beyond one-night stands. When we started dating, he was the one always actively trying to pursue me and telling me how lucky he was to have me saying I was worth the world. Because, unlike other New Yorkers, I noticed the invisible people flash forward nearly a decade and a half, and now we are married with 2 daughters, 8 o'clock and 5 o'clock. The thing started working out for us around age 35, and I've never been anything but supportive. I quit my job to take care of our kids after he moved us to a nice Connecticut suburb. But these past few years he's been treating me differently, like me and our daughters are a source of annoyance. He's a part of a bunch of professional organizations, and his own company loves a good party, but I'm increasingly not his date to any of them. When I'm alone with him, he at least talks to me. But if a beautiful girl joins the group, it's game over for me and I'm excluded from his social interactions. From that point forward, he talks to people with an earshot about how beautiful this or that woman is. He tells me he's allowed to find other girls pretty. The final straw was during a company family thing where my daughters and I arrived and my husband ignored us until somebody said hi to us. Then he waved his hand at us like he was bashful of our presence and dismissing us. In addition, the way his younger employees acted towards me made me suspect he was lying when he said he was going to these things without a date. Now we are in therapy and my husband is saying that he wanted 2 years of a test open marriage where he could explore sexually in a way he was never able to in his 20s. He says, while I had the chance to play around when I was young and attractive and other guys that weren't him could, he never could. I told him this was not what we signed up for and that I didn't think it was a charitable thing for a wife to do. He accused me of liking the lifestyle he provides and said to go carve out my own life. Instead of complaining, I told him if he has sex it has to be with me or I'm leaving. Am I the a-hole and not understanding his struggle?